BBC News has a sad story on the lack of free speech in Germany. They report here, German police have carried out a series of raids targeting people suspected of posting hate content on social media. The coordinated raids on 60 addresses were the first time the authorities had acted on this issue in such a way. The aim is to tackle what police called a substantial rise in verbal radicalism. Well, that's an Orwellian term. Typical crimes include glorification of Nazism and xenophobic, anti-Semitic, and other right-wing extremism. And here's a quote from Germany's police. Today's action makes it clear that police authorities of the federal and state governments act firmly against hate and incitement on the internet. The raids were carried out across 14 German provinces involving 25 police departments. Incitement of racial hatred is a crime under German law, and a person can be jailed for up to 5 years in a case of inciting hatred against a national, racial, religious group or a group defined by their ethnic origins. Okay, perhaps I'm uniquely American on these issues, but I honestly think this is fucking crazy. Dude, where the fuck is the line? So you're going to say, oh, you're inciting hatred, we're going to get rid of you. If you go through my Twitter feed and you are rigid and harsh in your interpretation of what constitutes hate speech, you can say, oh, that's hate speech. How dare you so vehemently disagreed with conservatives and Republicans and Christians? You hate them. It's clear by the crude things you say. Yeah, but I would argue that's just freedom of speech. I'm just expressing myself how I deem fit. As far as I'm concerned, there's so few rules on freedom of speech. I'm an absolutist when it comes to freedom of speech. So, unless you're doing libel or slander or a direct threat of violence, outside of that, it should be just the marketplace of ideas, and the good ideas and the bad ideas can duke it out. And I'm actually optimistic that the good ideas will beat the bad ideas because the bad ideas are bad. So if somebody goes out there and they make a case for Nazism and why Aryans are superior, well, I can fucking destroy that person because the Aryan race isn't even a thing. It never even existed. It's tied to German mysticism. It's not real. And the idea that these people are superior, well, how the fuck can you be superior as you advocate for the most inferior and immoral and savage of actions like open discrimination or worse, genocide against peoples that you have deemed to be inferior? So it's easy to defeat these people in the realm of ideas. It's easy to defeat fundamentalist Islam in the realm of ideas. It's easy to defeat fundamentalist Christianity. And you have to allow people to express that so that those ideas can be out in the open and we can combat them. When you force them underground, you only make them more powerful because when they're underground, who the fuck is going to rebut them? It's going to be an echo chamber of a bunch of idiots who believe in Nazism or who believe in, Islamic fundamentalism. No, you have to let people speak their mind and then you respond to it. So when they say you can get up to 5 years for inciting hatred against a national, racial, religious group or a group defined by their ethnic origin. Well, hold on. I hate the government of Saudi Arabia. I've spoken about that. Does that mean that I should be in jail for 5 years? I hate the government of Israel for the occupation they're doing and for the apartheid state they've set up. Does that mean I should be locked up? I hate all religions. Now, that doesn't mean all religious people are bad. In fact, it's the opposite. Almost all religious people are good. A majority of religious people are good. But I hate the ideologies of the religions. Does that mean I'm doing hate speech? No. You're making some of the most loathsome people with the worst ideas, you're making them victims when you arrest them for expressing their opinion. Let them speak their mind and we can rebut it. The idea that glorification of Nazism and xenophobia and anti-Semitism or anti-Muslim bigotry or whatever the case is, the idea that you must lock people up for expressing those opinions is beyond preposterous. I mean, where does it end? Donald Trump said we should ban all Muslims from entering the United States. If we had these laws, what would we do? Lock up Donald Trump as a result of what he said? No, you just say it's a shitty idea and it's a bad idea and you explain why. You don't lock him up. That's a way to shut down debate and ban people. That's the worst thing. None of this authoritarian leftism. That's stupid. It's just as stupid as authoritarian rightism. We need libertarian leftism and libertarian rightism that allows for the free exchange of ideas. That's how we move forward. This is absolute nonsense, and they should stop doing crackdowns on people for having bad opinions.